So we are now in center of Sarajevo. In front of us is Gazi Husrev Bey Mosque and the clock tower, which are actually symbols of Sarajevo. On the left hand side is Gazi Husrev Bey's library, which was built in 1537, and unfortunately during last siege of Sarajevo and war, this library was damaged, so it has been reconstructed with donations of state of Qatar. So as we are passing through the library, which was just reconstructed recently, you will be able to see some other buildings which are belonging to trust of Gazi Husrev Bey. So on the left hand side you can see first Gazi Husrev Bey's university or madrasa. Actually this was a place and this was the first educational institution in my city. So 12 different chimneys for 12 different rooms and 12 different professors who are actually educating students inside of this madrasa. Just next to madrasa you are able to see first Hanika, which was actually Sufi school in that time. So here had generations of dervishes who were educated inside of that school. So this is a front view of Gazi Husrev Bey's madrasa, which is today used as a Gazi Husrev Bey's museum. Just across you can see Gazi Husrev Bey's mosque. So we are now in front of the Gazi Husrev Bey's mosque. This is a fountain in front of the mosque and the main entrance to Gazi Husrev Bey's mosque. So this is the biggest mosque in Sarajevo and one of the biggest mosques in Balkans. In that time it was a masterpiece of the Ottoman architecture. What a lovely view inside of the courtyard. I'm moving back so you can actually see Grand Mosque and the clock tower. Just next to the Grand Mosque you can see grave of Gazi Husrev Bey and his best friend and the soldier who was the first actually governor of Gazi Husrev Bey's trust. Next to the mosque is very unique clock tower, and that clock tower is showing very unique time. On my clock, as you can see here, now it is actually 5:40, and on that clock is almost 11:30. So you see that actually it's a different time measurement. Actually we are talking about last lunar clock in Europe and one of few lunar clocks in the world. Actually this clock is showing sunset at midnight. This clock is showing 12 o'clock in the moment of sunset in Sarajevo. So these are just few reasons to visit my town and to enjoy this lovely country. Welcome to Bosnia and Herzegovina.